Well, hello everybody. This is the beginning of the roadcast, the first of the roadcasts for YouTube, and we're still setting up to get up. Right now I just have the phone leaning up, kind of braced on there. I have a hands-free device, but I haven't figured out how to make the suction cup thing work yet. Supposedly I'm so smart, can't even figure out how to work the suction cup thing. How am I going to help Flip Connecticut Red if I don't even know how to get the telephone suction cup thing working on my car? You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway. Right now it is July 11th, 7-Eleven day. They give away free coffee at 7-Eleven. They used to, anyway. I'm on my way to the Harwington-related Republican Town Committee fundraiser on a Friday night. I know. I usually stay home on Friday nights these days anyway. So this is there was a time when Friday nights I would look to go out drinking with my friends, hanging out at the bars or hanging out in the pits or whatever I could hang out. The old party days. Connecticut. Oh, here comes the traffic jam. The inevitable Friday afternoon traffic jam in Hartford. We're going to New Hartford though today for this fundraiser. And there are going to be some pretty cool people. Talk about who's going to be the governor is one thing I want to talk about. Who's going to be the governor of Connecticut? Hopefully not Lamont again. We need... By the way, this roadcast isn't really all about politics. It's all about everything. It's all about Connecticut. About my experiences here over the last 55 years now. Since I've been in Connecticut, which is the day I was born. And all the things I see, my job as an investigator, the different things I do. Back in November, on Thanksgiving night, I started a second venture, and that is the Flip Connecticut Red, Connecticut Common Sense, Connecticut MAGA Republicans venture I started with Jay on X back on that night. And we're hoping Jay will come back soon. But now we got great people like Selena Rifkin, Amber Mariah involved, really helping out. Steve Roscoe running for mayor of New Haven. If you're from New Haven, please go out and vote for Steve Roscoe, mayor of New Haven, Connecticut. I really want to help him with some campaigning down there between now and November. Hopefully we can make that all happen. Steve Roscoe's a good-hearted guy. He's got a lot of great ideas for Connecticut. But yeah, I grew up in this state, in Vernon, and every time I had my office in Hartford for a long time. Now it's in Manchester, but every time I come to downtown Hartford, once in a while pops into my head, not every time, but once in a while it pops into my head about the old G. Fox days. My mother would come take me here to see Santa Claus, and how cool it was, the city seemed to me, as a boy. But at any rate, I do work in all the towns of Connecticut. I've been in all the towns of Connecticut. So I think one of the purposes of this is to take you around and let people know the state. I know the people my friends and family, around the Talon County area, for the most part, that I know. It turns out I have family down in Fairfield and New Haven counties and all that too. Crazy, but I do. But anyway, my family up in this part of the state, a lot of them are very unfamiliar with the rest of the state. It makes me think that Connecticut's a small state, but yet we're hilly and wooded, and there's a lot of people that in one part of the state that know nothing about the rest of it, and that may lead to some of the isolation that goes on. One of the reasons, an organic reason, but one that can be fixed, one of the reasons why I find that the Republican Party as a whole is fragmented and fractured, and there's only, each town is kind of on its own for the most part. Each district is on its own. There are a few that are performing great, others are awful, or barely exist. But I think there's a lot. I think Connecticut, I'll tell you a little story. In '96, me and my brother Craig and a friend of his, John, decided to drive across the country, and on the way we stopped in Lincoln, Nebraska. This was back in 1996. We spent the night in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we went out that night to see what the nightlife was like, being in our 20s and whatnot. And you could see when you went to the local bars that night, you could see the pride that the people had in Nebraska, in their state. They had L-shaped pool tables for Lincoln. Yeah, L-shaped pool tables. I'll never forget that. It's one of those little things you don't. It's not really a little thing. It's one of those. Yeah, I guess it's a little thing. It's one of those things little things you just don't forget. You know, the kind of pride they have. And we don't have that here in Connecticut. You know, a C-shaped pool table. You know, there's one thing we do take pride in here in Connecticut is the Connecticut Huskies. The Yukon Huskies certainly get a lot of support from the state, a lot of love from people in Connecticut. You know. That's great. Oh, there goes my phone holder mechanism. Oh, my goodness. Now I'm breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Hold on a minute here. All right, now it's this guy. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry. I got it fixed. What? No, me. Okay. Well, you don't have to look at me. Oh, man. Oh, it's all good. Oh. I'm at a stoplight. Is this illegal? I don't know. All right. Anyway, that's my first clip for today, for the roadcast. I'm going to tell you a lot about what I do and the different things I see around the state. And every time I see something, it's going to remind me of something. So it shouldn't be boring. I hope you all have a great day. God bless Connecticut, everybody. God bless the road.